All right, welcome back, everybody. We are getting ready for this ActRaiser professional mode run by Teleo. Well, I'm not going to hesitate at all. I'll just let you take it away.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, what's up? We're gonna play ActRaiser professional difficulty here. It's kind of a hidden game mode. You have to beat the regular game, and then if you press select or down, it reveals itself. A couple slight differences to people who know the game. There's no simulation mode, so no city building at all. It's all the action stages. You start with full health, you don't get any mana, you only have 5 lives, and enemies do double damage. It's really cool, it's really fun. So we'll just get into it, we got plenty of time to talk, so I'll go ahead and do a countdown real quick. Alright, so 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, so this is pretty much the professional mode here. There's a lot of interesting mechanics to this game that makes the run really fun. First thing you'll probably notice is I'm slashing while I'm jumping a lot, which is a technique to go farther in the game. Call it slash extending. Between the 13th and 19th frame of jumping, if you press jump, or if you press your slash, you'll get boosted like 5 pixels up and 10 to the right. So that's a good technique. We'll do fast falls, which is basically pressing attack when you walk off an edge. That makes you go way faster. Those are just a few of the little kind of small hidden mechanics of the run. And pretty much done with level 1 already. Gonna back boost off of this centaur here. And if we get good slash buffering, can kill him pretty quick, but I missed a few hits there, no worries. But yeah, you can actually buffer slashes in this game, which means if you hold the button while you're still in the animation, the next one will happen immediately. I'm pretty bad at it, I'm not very good at it, but it does help when you can do it. You can also buffer jumps. It's like when you jump, if you slash at any point in midair and you hold the jump button again, you'll like jump immediately like when you can, which is kind of nice. A lot of backwards damage boosting in this game if we can, which means we're turning around. Oh no, I tried to fast forward right there and was on, ended up looking like a big bozo, just slashing at the top of the, top of the steps there. Again, you have to press the attack button, like on the frame you leave the, edge. Here's gonna be the first instance of, kind of like a weird wall clip. For a long time, we thought that you had to like press right, like you had to back up to the wall and then press right on the frame you get hit, but it's actually a little bit more simple. You can just hold diagonal and down towards the wall. That was thanks to Bismarck, found that out, like, oh man, it's been quite a while since that discovery, but makes wall clipping a little bit easier in this game. Hey, we're at the next boss. Minotaur showing off his bod here. The macho Minotaur. And I got some, like, really good slashes, and then the second cycle I messed up, but it's all good. Take care of him, and that's it. That's Fillmore 1 and 2. So remember that Minotaur boss. He's gonna come back later. Next is the next. The levels in this game work in 2 levels apiece, like 1 act and then the next act. So here we're in Bloodpool, which is the act 1 of the next area, which is where the grape juice is. We don't want to fall in the grape juice. If we do, we die instantly. So yeah, we want to kind of try to avoid that. But yeah, here, again, a lot of the enemies, there's not a lot of RNG in this game, as far as the enemies go. Or the bosses go, to be honest. There's only 3 instances of RNG in the bosses, and only like a handful of enemies that have any form of RNG, which is kind of nice and kind of mean. Hey, we're at the next boss, this is the Manticore. This boss is not RNG. He goes a set pattern that you can kind of manipulate with your movement. And if we do it right, we'll kill him on the top left. And we did it right, so that was good. So yeah, that's Bloodpool 1. Now we're gonna go to Act 2, Bloodpool 2. This is gonna be the first instance of RNG in the boss, and this RNG swing for this boss is huge, like 5 to 15 seconds, depending on the pattern he gives you. But before we gotta do some, we also gotta do like the scariest clip in the game. You only really get 1 shot at it. So if you miss it, you lose like 10 seconds. If you hit it, you save from a standard way, like, yeah, about 10 seconds or so. So we'll try it. Spikes in this version only do 1 damage, so you can just jump off spikes freely. There are a few instant kill spikes, where that's not the case, but the majority of the time, if you touch a spike, it's only 1 damage. Those spikes that I just jumped over. Oh no! Alright, well this is not looking good here. I'm gonna do the safe kind of strat because I took an extra hit. So I'm not gonna damage boost right here, and I'm not gonna try the task clip. We'll try the regular clip. Alright, nice. So we got it there. Just kind of wait for that blob to come down and jump up there and skip having to ride the elevator, which is nice. This next trick is called the Skelevator because you boost off a skeleton found by Sin. Oh no, I'm actually gonna die! No, I'm not. Okay, we saved it. Just kidding. Oh no, not just kidding. Are you gonna jump over me? Oh man, we look like a bozo now. I was doing everything I could to not take a death this run, and we took a death here. Darn. Well, here's our skeleton boost. Just pretend that we didn't take a death right there, and it all worked out according to plan. Well, because I took a death and I have full health, I can skip getting the apple, so all good. Oh, that's a mean pattern. We want him to go to the bottom pillar or to the middle pillar. We also want to try to skip his transform phase. Oh no, I think I'm not going to actually. Oof, feels bad. It's a rocky start here, but now we get to see the wolf, the Zeppelin wolf's pure form. The real strat there is to take him down to half health and then take him down to half health again, basically skipping that phase, and so you save a bunch of time, not having to watch him transform or anything. But there it is, Bloodpool 2. Now we're on to the next act, which is Cassandora, your desert stage in the main game. There's like a dying guy in the desert, and there's a pyramid. But yeah, first off here we gotta do this area. These vines come up, and a bunch of other nonsense that we just kind of avoid. The next screen, you're gonna try to do a tough strat that saves you 1 hit point. It saves you 1 hit, and it saves like a half a second, and if you miss it, you die. So, let's see if we can get it. Oh yeah, we're totally fine. Yeah, no problem there. Yeah, that's. I just made it sound like it was harder than it was. All of these jumps that I'm doing in this level is pretty much are all required to be slash extensions, which is like a 6-frame window like I talked about in the beginning of the run. If you miss it at any point, you're falling and you're dying. So it's a little scary, but once you get used to it, it's not too bad. Here's the next boss. This is Dagobah. Gonna try to kill him in 3 cycles, which means 3 times he comes up. Oh, I messed that up. It's gonna be close now. Nice. All right. Got the good old 3 cycle there. And now this next part is this next level is pretty much the make or break for the speedrun. There's a really tough jump on the second screen that is like 2 frames if you set it up right, and if you don't set it up right, you get either 0 or 1 frame. And it saves quite a bit of time. It saves like 8 or 9 seconds. It's a cool little jump, so hopefully we get it. But this is the spike jump or pyramid jump. Yeah, nice. And then to top it all off, we try to do another wall clip here. Kind of run into that guy, and then oh no, now we're looking like a bozo again. Okay, we got the non-backup, so now we have to ride the elevator. Now we gotta ride the elevator of shame. Feels bad. The idea there is to basically clip up the wall on the left, using the skeleton or whatever, or not skeleton, the scorpion. This room is timed, a completely timed room, which means we have to get to the top by 173 on the game time there. There's basically a elevator that goes up and down, and it's on like a 13-second cycle or something. So if we're late to this, we lose quite a bit of time. But it looks like we're okay. We gotta get there by at least 173, which is right where we're at. And a little elevator ride there. Luckily there's a full apple right there waiting for us. And we're gonna try to clip into the wall here. But the timing for this is a little wonky. But it looks like we got it. And yeah, the hitbox is really weird on this boss, so the right side of the head doesn't have a hitbox really, so you could just like chill in that wall. It's kind of nice. But yeah, that's it for Cassandora. We're gonna go to the next kind of area here, which is Atos, which in the game is the volcano kind of volcano crazy level here. So this is our next spot. This is probably the coolest. Like in my opinion, this is the coolest background here, and this is kind of an auto-scroller, but we get to make it exciting. So we have to wait for that raft, regardless. But we can make it exciting by coming down here and getting an apple, I guess. But we gotta wait for that thing to get all the way over here. So we're just gonna kind of toy with this guy a little bit, and then yeah, plenty of time. All you gotta do is you actually, like, each part of the volcano only shoots out like a certain number of meatballs. So like after you kill 2 of the meatballs for the final volcano, no more shoot. So a good strat is to like kill 2 of them and then kind of try to get over it, but didn't work. Or didn't have a good try. Anyway, this is the volcano jump. Yeah, we're gonna try to set up our movement to do a slash extension and jump that, which is really good. Hey, we got it. It's pretty cool. That saves like 4 seconds. And it seems really simple, but it's actually really mean to set up, and it's really inconsistent, at least for me. But it is a nice little 4 seconds. Damage boost backwards to get our apple here. And come up to the serpent fight. This fight's really scary too. There's no RNG to this fight at all, but it is tough. Oh, I didn't make that jump, so I had to stop. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a few extra, but no worries. If you kill this guy optimally, you get a 181 on the game timer up above. The best way you can do it is a 181, so not quite there, but hey, that's not bad. Alright, so this next level is like the scariest level. This first screen, you have to take like 1 billion damage boosts, and if you touch the ragu, you die. So this is definitely a really tough level here, and we're actually going to do a strat at the bottom of this to try to preserve 1 hit right here. So we didn't take a boost there, and we preserved that little health to let us take a boost off of this arrow at the beginning of this to just save a little bit of time. Here, got some meatballs coming. And again, this level is like damage boost city. Like we damage boost off everything we can. Our health is going to be down at 2. And luckily the game is really nice and gives us a full health right there, right before the boss. So yeah, that's pretty nice. And here's the fire wheel? I guess this is like a Japanese mythology, like this is like a real thing. Like just crazy. Yeah, you can buffer everything in this game. So like between the screen, during the screen transition, buffering jump up there really easily. And that's Atos. Now we're into Marana, which is kind of like the island in the base game. It's like the spooky, crazy, kind of creepy island. Pretty cool here. You do like a little clip into the wall there. You can clip into a lot of different places in this run, and that one right there just saves like 1 jump. Speaking of clips, this is the best one. That saves like a bunch of time, and doing it from like the bottom side is actually like way easier. For such a long time, pretty much every runner was doing it, doing the arrow boost from the top side, but now we kind of do it from the bottom. Oh yeah, here's a boss here. What I want to do here to set it up is really make sure I'm doing some slash buffering and jump buffering. If you buffer every single jump here, it should perfectly line up with your boost, and yeah, perfectly lines up there. As long as you do the same thing every time to this boss, it's really consistent, which is nice. Not a lot of RNG in this game again, except for it's really packed into a few bosses. This next boss is one of them. It's not a huge RNG swing, but there's 2 patterns I can do. One is the spikes, and one is a laser. And I don't really know the percentages of the chance to do what and what, but we really want it to do spikes. If it gives us 3 spikes, that's optimal. Every time we get a laser, it's like about 3 seconds of time loss, so we really don't want to see lasers. And I tried to do a strat there where I buffered slashing at the beginning of the screen, and then you can get an easy back boost, but I like messed up, so... This again is another level where we take a billion damage boosts, so we're gonna actually damage boost all the way until our health is at 4. We have one basically free mistake hit. But yeah, I tried to fast flare, didn't get it, so I just slashed at the top again. And then the hidden apple, the Bismarck apple. That apple only exists in this version. Full health, hiding behind the pillar. And there's our spike pattern. We want 2 more of those. Oh man, well now I need another one because, missing some slashes here, but that's alright. And some of the strats actually hitting this boss is pretty tough too, because you have to do an extended slash, but you want to do it neutral, so you kind of have to jump a direction and then immediately press backwards. It's kind of weird to explain, but it's pretty tough to get those extra hits on it. Next to it, these are our last 2 levels here. So we got North Wall 1 and North Wall 2. This level's pretty cool. You're climbing in the mountain, the snowy peaks here, and this level is pretty tough. It has like a slight auto scroller, I guess, as close as you get to an auto scroller in this game, like just like the raft ride in Atos. But we gotta wait for some ice cubes in this level, and hopefully we're not going to take a dip here. We're just going to dip our toes in to test the water, and it's too cold, so... we don't want to go in there. There is a 1-up there, but it's forbidden to get that 1-up. If you get that 1-up, you get to get poked fun at for just a little bit, but that's okay. So here's our little... we had to wait for that little ice cube to get up here. And we can clip through the wall here. The eyeballs are random. That's these eyeballs that spawned that didn't really do anything. Is like one of the really small instances of like enemy RNG. This guy is actually technically RNG. He can turn around early or late, but it doesn't really affect. All right, we got knocked down. That wasn't great, but it's okay. So this boss, not RNG, but actually really tough to do optimally. You have to do those weird neutral slash extensions to get these hits. These 2 that we're gonna do right there and right there. Doing those 2 allow you to get this guy in a really good cycle. 181 is what we want to see. Oh, I actually missed, and he went early, so I was just too slow, so we're not gonna get it. Not really sure where I went wrong there. I think I was just jumping slow, but not a big deal. Again, 181's like the best you can really do, so that wasn't too bad. In this last level, we're coming to it. Coming right up onto it. We're gonna do there's two different gangs here. Well, technically there's 3. There's Spore Gang, there's Axe Gang, and there's Bird Gang. I am a proud member of Spore Gang, so we're gonna clip off of the Spore, but you actually have a few options for what you want to do on this screen. And Spore Gang never letting me down. 100% old reliable there. It's actually really mean and really tough, and you have to be pretty consistent to do it. But Spore Gang, man, that's the way to go. So we just do our last clip there. It's the final clip of the game. And we climb the tree. We're in a giant tree pretty much, and this next screen is the last screen until all bosses. And I have to count those jumps in my head, otherwise I mess up. We're trying to get a fast apple here, and we get it! Just getting the apple as quick as possible, basically, and here we go, final boss, the Wyvern, the Ice Dragon. Well, I shouldn't say final boss. There's a boss rush. Yeah, we're trying to... This boss, there is RNG, but it can be slightly, like, positionally manipulated, I suppose. So depending on where you stand is where the Wyvern does stuff, but it can either dip straight down or it can swoop. And I played that pretty sloppily, though, anyway, so... So yeah, now that's it. Now all of the Act 2 bosses, you have to complete this... this boss rush here. So we have all Act 2 bosses and then the final boss. Nice little boss rush here. Your health doesn't recover. Your health does not recover in between bosses. And I've already died once, so... we'll try our best to make the boss rush deathless, but it is really tough. But it's possible, so we'll try our best. There's our Minotaur from everything. All these bosses have the same amount of health and kind of do the same thing, but they're all just faster. So here's Steppenwolf. This is the big equalizer, the big decider in whether or not you get a PB generally. Is what he does during this boss rush. And right now he is being a big jerk. Alright, we'll hopefully get lucky. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright, this is fine. Wow. Alright, so right there, the better strat would have been to, at some point, take him past half health and force him to transform, but I was in too deep at that point. There was no turning back, and I'm definitely not gonna have enough health to do this deathless. Actually, you know what? Let's try it. You know what, dude? Like, who cares? We're just having fun here. We'll try our best to make this deathless. The boss rush, at least. And I already took a hit. It's already over. Yeah, we'll just take a death on the wheel now. It's all good. So again, this game mode is actually pretty tough. You don't get any continues. You start with 5 lives, and there are lives that you can collect along the way. But if you don't clear it, then you actually get a game over. So it is no continues. But we still have 3 lives, so we're totally fine. Yeah, here's our wheel boss. The pattern is slightly different just because he goes a little bit faster. Like I said, in the boss rush, everything kind of just goes a little bit faster. And next up we have our Kalia. This is a really fun one. I'll actually do a damage boost to get an extra slash if Kalia wants to help me out with the spike pattern, and he did. So now again, oh no! Now again, he can either go spike or laser, and this is getting to be a little bit goofy. We gotta attack the enemy, not the air behind the enemy. You know how it is. Yeah, you have to do these really kind of rough neutral slash extensions that make you go higher up. It's really kind of tough to do. And here's our final Act 2 boss, our 6th boss rush, the Wyvern. See what he does. See if he takes us to Swoop City. We obviously don't want to go to Swoop City because there's nothing good there. You just, oh my goodness. Yeah, we're just gonna not hopefully fall off. Alright, well, remember when I said we didn't want to go to Swoop City? We went to Swoop City, and now we only have 4 health left, which means I can only get hit... one more time. 2 hits is death. So we'll do our best, but yeah, two phases here. We're very close here. If we don't die, it should be about a minute. Oh. But you got these random Stardusts coming down, and this is phase 1. The hard part about this phase is the random Stardust. Gotta dodge it. Oh my goodness. Okay, well now if I get hit one more time, I'm dead. Alright, simply don't get hit on phase 2. So time will be if I'll worry about calling time if I don't get wrecked here. Alright, nice. We got not enough hits, so that's a great start here. Okay. It's gonna take 2 more cycles here if I don't die. Yeah, I'm gonna just try to play this kind of safe. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're in there. Alright, so time will be when I stand up here in like 3 seconds. So like 3, 2, 1, time. And there it is, there's ActRaiser, professional difficulty here. We didn't make it completely deathless, we died twice, but we actually beat our previous time, our previous marathon time, so that's goal achieved, you know what I mean? Like, right? Oh, this game is really tough. It's really fun. This professional difficulty mode is an awesome run to learn. And there's a lot of really good resources for it, and there's actually a few active runners still. So if you're interested in it, you know, shoot me a message or join the Quintet Discord. A lot of really good people there, and Yeah, thanks a lot for ActRaiser for letting me do it, letting me run it once again. GOC is always awesome. I appreciate it, guys, and stick around because we got a few more left. Enter the Gungeon is actually a hype game, and then we got a lot of stuff coming up. So yeah.
Definitely. Thank you very much for running this for us. Just before you go, I just want to read out, we got a $25 US donation from Mr. Snipey saying GG to all involved. And GG to you as well, Mr. Snipey, and GG to Teleo for finishing this off. 2 deaths, but that's significantly less than I would need to run this game for sure.
Yeah, two deaths, but we beat our previous time by a minute. So I mean, you know, call it a win.
Well, exactly, for sure.
Yeah.
So thanks everybody. We're gonna get ready and get ready to enter the Gungeon. So hold tight, and we'll see you in just a little bit.